Reporter from the other side of the country has mentioned that he has the power to block your other fights to fight Dillian Whyte right away.
First off, I would love to see the other promoter try to block anything that I'm doing. He'll be the laughing stock in the world trying to block what I'm doing. He been trying to block it ever since I met him, and he couldn't block nothing. In fact, he got smoked out like I said he would. So, at this point in time, he should get a chain with an L on it because all he catches is L's.
Correct.
So we ain't worried about what they talking about, but the crybaby finally got an opportunity, finally got a mandatory position. The crybaby, going around crying 600 days and all that, motherfucker, you could have been fought. He could have been, he had 4 opportunities to fight. What do you mean? What took you so long? But they want to have this uproar about he's not getting his opportunity when you had opportunities. This is just to build up the fight. It's just pathetic and it's stupid. But, I'm happy that he's finally the mandatory. Since he really think he won, I can't wait. It's going to be like a Brazil 2 all over again.
Wow. That is the words of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And he calls Eddie Hearn, which is Dillian Whyte's promoter, a crybaby. And also calls Dillian Whyte a crybaby. He's been crying for 600 days. He says Eddie Hearn needs to have a chain with an L on it because that's all he does is takes losses. And he has actually got smoked out himself like he said he would. And he also mentioned that Ddillian Whyte had many opportunities to fight him. Now, it's funny, I'm going to reference something that didn't occur to me. I didn't even think of. And shouts out to, first of all, Teddy Atlas, because he mentioned that situation between the WBC and Dillian Whyte and Deontay Wilder. And then Bruce fucking Vane made a video about that sometime last week or earlier this week. And I want to reference those, shouts out to those 2 channels because that's exactly the recommendations that Deontay Wilder mentioned to Dillian Whyte. Sign with the PBC and then you get a fight with me. Fight this other fighter, then you got to fight with me. I'm going to freeze you out. And, those are the type things that were mentioned. Those were the recommended options for Dillian Whyte. Like Teddy Atlas said, and I agree with Teddy Atlas. Who are you to tell someone to fight someone else if that guy wants to fight you? That's been the number one guy. And it seems like to me, why were you allowed, first of all, to go that many days without fighting your mandatory? You know what I mean? In the WBC, it's like, if I'm Deontay Wilder, why am I giving so much love to the WBC? I would be trying to unify as much as possible to be the representation of all those belts, simply because I know the one that I own is full of shit. You know what I mean? Like, second, join or sign with Al Heyman and then you get a fight with me. Extortion. Just like I said about Floyd Money Mayweather with Manny Pacquiao. It was extortion. Right? Sign with us to get a fight. Who are you? Why would you want someone to sign a contract with another promotional company in order to fight you? Bind this person to a contract. And that's just extortion, though. We're bribing you into signing a contract to fight me. Right? Taking you away from the promotional company. But that's business. That's how they've been doing things for a long time. But one thing we noticed that with Pacquiao Mayweather, with Lomachenko Campbell, Leonidas Lomachenko, Tyson Fury Wilder, possibly Tyson Fury Wilder 2. Was Tyson Fury's with ESPN, Wilder's with Al Heyman and PBC, Showtime. That promoters can work together. It is possible. So there's no reason for a person to say, hey, you need to sign with us to get a fight with me. I wouldn't have done that shit either. Because first, who says that he would have fought him? You know, I know Dillian Whyte's a smarter guy than that. He wouldn't have done what Pacquiao done. Just sign a contract for 2 fights, and there's no distinct names on the damn contracts. It's just 2 fights. Right? Dillian Whyte ain't gonna do that. That's why Dillian Whyte exposed Deontay Wilder. Remember that? Because he was like, okay, I'll fight him, and then you fight me afterwards, and just put your name on that to say you'll fight me afterwards. And Deontay Wilder said, I'm not signing that. And truth be told, I could freeze you out for 2 years. That's been debunked, exposed, and I think that's one of the reasons why Deontay Wilder didn't like or didn't really say much about Dillian Whyte, because he really had no grounds to stand on, because he knows that Dillian Whyte has the proof to expose him as being a ducker, a cherry picker, right? Because of the things that he said. If he wanted to fight Dillian Whyte, he should have fought Dillian Whyte. Honestly, I think Deontay Wilder didn't want to fight Dillian Whyte, not because he couldn't beat him. It's because he has true hatred for his promoter, Eddie Hearn. Simple as that. The hatred is real. With Deontay Wilder, he hates Eddie Hearn. I don't know how Eddie Hearn feels personally about Deontay Wilder, you know, but I know Deontay Wilder does not like Eddie Hearn for shit, right? If Eddie Hearn was falling off a cliff and Deontay Wilder had the opportunity to raise his hand to pick him up, he'd probably step on his fingers and make him fall all the way down. You know what I mean? So I think that's the type of hatred we're looking at. And I think Wilder wanted to avoid any negotiations with Hearn altogether. I think that has been a reason, or one of the reasons, why that fight didn't happen, besides Al Heyman's dominance and stopping certain things. But I think it was one of those things where it was a personal thing in there, right? And Ddillian Whyte is a guy that is working with Matchroom. He has a good relationship, fight by fight basis. And you know, Deontay Wilder says now he's got his position, right? All said and done. He has that mandatory position, and he says, I can't wait to fight Ddillian Whyte now. Well, I mean, shit. I guess you can't wait, because Ddillian Whyte's been waiting. He's been waiting a long time. So now you can't wait. Shit. Okay. What took you so long? Right? But anyhow, he says it's going to be a Dominic Brazil 2. A Dominic Brazil all over again. That's what I'm looking forward to. You know, I'm looking more forward for... Man, unification is good, but I really want to see this fight, because this is a fight I've been waiting to see for a long time. And again, if Deontay Wilder can get past those 2 fights, okay, and that's not guaranteed. He might be outboxed by Fury, and he might be upset by Luis. Who knows? This is boxing, people. Then we may see him and Ddillian Whyte. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.